Hi, so in this video, hopefully you will gain an overview of the antennal lobe and how projection neurons target different glomeruli during development. So they're dendrites, because their axons are going to the higher brain centers, not shown here. Their dendrites go into the antennal lobe and grow in different directions toward different glomeruli based on the SEMA 2A/2B gradient. And if a projection neuron expresses more semaphorin 1A, it is repelled by this gradient, versus cells with no SEMA 1A can grow in the SEMA 2A/2B high concentrations. There is a second factor that determines what glomeruli the dendrites end up in. So after they've been differentiated by the coarse global gradient, capricious caps, which is either expressed or not expressed, shown as plus or minus in the projection neuron, is matched with the glomeruli that express plus caps or no caps. Also forgot to mention, projection neurons come from two separate lineages at the start before they arrive in the antennal lobe, so they are already differentiated in two distinct types. After the PN dendrites have entered the antennal lobe, the second step is the olfactory receptor neurons have to grow their axons to meet the PN dendrites in their respective glomeruli. So the ORN axons, specifically antennal ORN axons, we'll talk about the other ones later, arrivals later, also respond to the SEMA 2A/2B gradient, and they either express SEMA 2B plus, a receptor for SEMA 2A and 2B, which attracts them to the SEMA 2A/2B gradient, or they don't express SEMA 2B plus, so they are SEMA 2B minus ORNs, and they don't grow towards the high concentration shown in pink. They will instead grow away. So this divergence creates an initial set of ORN axons in the antennal lobe based on SEMA 2A/2B, the same gradient that projection neurons used to initially target different areas. Then there are the late arrivals from the maxillary pulp. They are also ORNs, but because they arrive later, they are pushed into the middle by SEMA 1A secreted by antennal axons that were already there, since SEMA 1A repels ORN axons from the maxillary pulp. Not shown here is the holding hands thing that SEMA 2B positive axons do with each other, which helps them grow in the same direction through axon-axon interactions.